Hey all, it's another off-the-cuff video. So, yep, just gonna jump right in here because we've got quite the stack of recent pickups. So, jumping right in. So, I don't know how many took advantage, but Plaid Room did like a pretty good clearance sale. Picked up Wire, Not About to Die, studio demos from their second and third albums. So the sound is much closer to their first Pink Wire, but the songs and some unreleased stuff from the sessions for those second and third albums. Excellent, excellent. I'd be about 4.5 on this guy. Highly recommend it if you're a fan of Pink Wire or Pink Flag Fi Wire. Um, yeah, I did not pay 30. I paid closer to 10. So yeah, it's. I think the vinyl's a little harder to get a hold of, but yeah, it might be worth seeking out. Definitely can get it on CD. Finally got this. Been looking for this for years and years. I finally just got the recent reissue. It's a European reissue on Columbia Legacy label. Very clean, sounds great. So happy with that. Nice, very clean pressing. Every time, even in Japan, every time I picked this up and it dropped it on the turntable at the store, it was always either had Rice Krispies or always had like one or two annoying scratches. Yeah, don't need to talk too much about this one. Yeah, that's a 5 all day long. One of my favorite Miles Davis's. This one is, I'm going to screw this up, Dashiell Hedayat, and the album's Obsolete. So I'm going to do that. I ordered a couple records from Dom. He threw this in, so appreciate it. Thank you, Dom. So French psych. I'm guessing it's like a little bit of a little proggy, but little psych, little progs. I'm guessing it's around 71, give or take. Yeah, 71. Yeah, you can kind of date it from the sound pretty easily. Um, yeah, pretty solid one. This does seem to be a bootleg. I think he mentioned this in one of his videos, but yeah. So I guess he got an upgrade copy, so I appreciate it. Thank you, Dom. Really, yeah, bootleg. Don't sleep on it because it does actually sound good. Said just black vinyl, nothing really to see. So French. So if you like psych and you don't mind non-English, yeah, it's worth a check out. Pretty solid 4 there. And then I picked up Dom's first and second album with Material Objects. Oops, there we are. If you're going to get just one of them, I would definitely go with the second one, but they're both pretty solid. The second one, I think Steve showed this, has some really nice packaging. So it's fold out art. The insert's kind of like a rice paper see-through thing. But yeah, definitely worth checking out. Oops, I can put that back together. So anyway, we'll get to that later, or not. Let's put that aside here for now. Yeah, the first EP, they're both EPs, and then the other one's on like a clear vinyl for what it's worth, not a Coke bottle, just clear. But how would you describe that? So post-punk by a little bit slowcore at times, but not always. A little bit noise rocky at times, but not always. But definitely worth checking out on Bandcamp, and yeah, support Dom with Sikia Thread. Some these are just totally out of order. Anyway, Alter and Halta with a somewhat not safe for work cover there. So this is something Sean had thrown in. So yeah, it was a fun one. I guess that would be considered black metal. So it's kind of the kind of droney guitars and stuff. Pretty solid release. Again, pretty solid. I'd say 4.5. Then he sent along Great Balls of Fire by Jerry Lewis. I probably can purge my best of Jerry compilation, because that's probably all I need, really. Um, I've shown this before, but it's worth mentioning again. Skeptics Almagram, I think it's self-titled. It's on Flying Nun label out of New Zealand. So kind of experimental rock. If you know Flying Nun, it's got that sound. A little bit industrially. It's industrial, I guess. But not as quite as hard edged as like say Ministry got or some of the later Nine Inch Nails releases. But it's worth checking out. I'd give it a 4.5. Pretty solid 4. Spectrefolk. So has Steve Shelley, Marky Bold from Sonic Youth, Aaron Mullen, their sound guy. So kind of droney psych by way of Sonic Youth. Don't need to talk about that one. Pretty solid. Kind of more of the. Friend gave that to me a while back. Finally just got around to it. So in that Working Men, it's like a lot of like the Working Men Dead and like the more folksy best of stuff of the Dead. So pick this up on Sean's recommendation. Definitely not for everyone. So X is UK industrial. Tom Cora, like electric. I think it's viola. It's violin or viola. I think it's a viola. Cello. Okay, I was completely wrong. Okay, it's cello. But improvised vocals, etc., etc. Definitely not for everyone. But yeah, worth a stream at the very least. I'd give that a 5. Actually, I really like this one. So experimental, avant-garde / industrial, a little proggy at times, but not terribly so. And then I finally I overpaid for this one, but it was early UK press. I thought it was the first press, but I think it's the second press. So definitely overpaid for that, but it's a pretty clean copy. Double album, what do you call it? Stations of the Crass. So they're probably my second favorite Crass. But I'm done with my Crass. I got the 2 I wanted on vinyl. I got them. Solid 4, I'd say. I'd probably go with the Penis Envy or whatever. Pick this up on the Numero sale. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Solid 5. Jackie Shane. They do have this on vinyl as well. If you do get the CD, it comes with 2 CDs. I'm not sure how many discs the vinyl is. It's not terribly priced though. If you get the CD, it does come with a hardbound book though. Probably a little more information than I needed, but very fun read. It took me a good afternoon to get through. Yeah. So Jackie Shane and Any Other Way comp is like all our 7 inches and live stuff. First disc is solid 5. Second disc is all live stuff, which is still quite interesting. Yes, you're talking about like 60s and 70s recordings, so I'm going to bump it on that. So the second disc is more like a 4, 4.5, but overall, yeah, I'd give it a very solid 5. Worth seeking out. If you can still get on the Numero sale, I believe it was $10 plus shipping for 2 discs in a book, so good deal. Double CD, Turvit Cadet. I'm probably going to screw it up. So Finnish hardcore, I believe. So they were one of the innovators. Very, very influential in the scene, from what I understand. But I don't know. I've been picking up a little Swedish, or it's Finnish, Swedish hardcore. I've been picking some up here and there. So in that ballpark of like Crass. Matter of fact, Maximum Rock and Roll kind of stuff. I think Maximum Rock and Roll's first 7-inch they released, I think, was actually this band. So this compiles like all their 7 inches EPs and whatever. It's about 70 some tracks per disc. It's a double discer. Has pretty much, I think it said inside it contains like their entire discography from the 80s, which is considered to be like their best time. It's a little brutal to listen to both CDs back to back because like they're both like hour and a half long basically, um, 2 minute songs or whatever. But yeah, a really solid five. Highly recommend it. Definitely not for everyone, but if you don't, if you like 80s hardcore, like sort of that early sound, you like Finnish hardcore, you don't mind non-English lyrics. I think there's some like Stooges covers and stuff in there too, but it's not in English. Highly recommend it. As far as the booklet and stuff, it's a double discer. The booklet and so shows like all the 7-inch artwork, like at least the covers and like the crew and all the credits or whatever. But yeah, that doesn't give a lot of information about the band itself, which is unfortunate because I'm pretty ignorant. But highly recommend this one. I think you still get a few There's a few copies floating around the states still. If you can get a hold of them, highly recommended. This was one from Sean. I've got screwed up. John Mueller, The Hole. Definitely be checking out some more. Avant-garde, jazzy drummer. I believe this one's fully solo, but not 100% on that. But this is like a promo copy or something, so not a lot of information on that. Really enjoyed this. I'd go 4.5 on this. Definitely gonna be checking out some of his other stuff. And this was just like a thrift store pickup, but it was a fun listen. So probably one and done. Janet Jackson, design of the decade, I guess. Was that pretty much all our hits are on here? So yeah, everyone's get in that 80s pop mood. Throw that on. I'm a sucker for that stuff. Yeah, it was probably like a middle school or something when that came out. Something like that. Anyway, I'm going to cut it here. So still got quite the stack. Been picking up a lot of sales stuff. The end of the year sales. So picking up a lot of stuff. So you'll be seeing a lot of new stuff going forward. So take care, guys. And let me just upload this and get to bed. Later.